tell me a little bit about, so I want to set sort of the parameters of, I know you're a really great networker, we're going to get into that,
Sure.
but and you've connected with me, many of people, and I've tried to do the same. But let's explain a little bit about cost segregation, because a lot of people don't really know
Sure.
about cost segregation, and then I think this will give value to the next couple questions that we'll have.
Without going too far in the weeds, anytime someone buys an investment property that has to go on a depreciation schedule, simply put, federal rules say commercial assets like your law office will depreciate over 39 years. Anything residential, over 27 and a half. So what most accountants do is you buy a building for $1 million, let's say you buy a building for 1.2, I always use this example, and it's a law office. Let's say it's this building, which I did cost seg for Phil on this already. So anyone watching, don't call him.
No, but before you go into that was the entryway into it.
It was.
I sort of like, I'm sort of the guinea pig for my clients, because you brought up the concept, and I said, let's give it a try. If it fails on me, not my client. So that was sort of the theory.
You were a noticeably early adapter. Like I went through it, you're like, great, let's do it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So that worked out well. But anyway, you buy a building, Phil bought his law office, let's just make up the numbers. For $1.2 million, all your accountant would do is take 1.2, your purchase price. Let's say they got 200 grand for land, right? So land doesn't depreciate, so you got to subtract that. So he's got your $1 million purchase price with land subtracted, divided by 39. That's all these guys do. It's called straight line depreciation. So $1 million divided by 39 is 25,600 again. And I'm not Rain Man again.
Yeah.
I use it.
Use that example.
I had a guy go, do it with 3.53. And I was like, dude, no. But anyway, 25.6. So that means you could reduce your taxable income by 25,600 from year 1 to year 39. Okay, that automatically happens whenever someone buys a property.
Got it. So this is depreciation.
101.
And depreciation isn't the actual depreciation of the building. Your building's not going down in value.
Right.
This is an accounting practice.
It
right?
is.
All right.
Yeah, essentially, anytime it rains, your brick is getting weaker. Anytime it snows, your roof's getting weaker, right? But how much by? So they come out to these numbers because they know eventually you got to do some CapEx. So they give you depreciation as like, hey, eventually you're going to have to put some money into this place. So they give you depreciation. So what we do is we say, wait a minute, not every part, piece, and component in this building will last 39 years. So all cost segregation is we're going to take your building apart on paper and separate every part, piece, and component that won't last 39 years, put it on its correct depreciable schedule.